Hey guys, it's your girl Alicia, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're finally back with The Flash. My apologies guys, these reactions are going to be a bit late. This working from home remote stuff has definitely messed with my schedule in ways I could not have anticipated, so I apologize that these are a little bit late. But also, The Flash is on hiatus for like ever. We are doing episode 16, which is called So Long, Goodnight, I believe. Yeah. Gosh, what is the State of the Union? It feels like forever since I watched The Flash. Overall State of the Union, Iris is still stuck in the mirror dimension with Crazy Eva. Eva's got her minions, 2 of them now. First was, of course, Mirror Iris, or Siri, as Candace likes to call her. And, of course, she then got Camilla in there recently as well, because Camilla discovered that Iris was not Iris. We've got Barry, who's got an issue where his speed force is slowly being drained because the actual speed force is gone. The one that we've known this entire time is no longer existing, and so Barry is trying to find a way to create his own artificial speed force. So that's kind of where I believe things kind of left off the last time we watched. So without further ado, let's get into this episode, and we might chat a little bit about it afterwards. Let us go.
That won't matter much longer.
Why?
When will our guest arrive? Thanks for coming on short notice. This is your target.
It's gross. Hey! Don't you dare go for Joe. Game night! It's a slope.
That's the flux capacitor. No.
It's a mountain.
How can I help?
Just conserve your energy. I'll call you if I need anything. I gotta go, guys. Take care.
Barry doesn't like taking a back seat.
Just contact my husband. I think he might be able to help us. Even my husband, Barry Allen, is the Flash.
Look, feigned surprise. What?
Do that. You're on the right path.
You know, I used to feel sorry for you, Eva, but you know what? That's waning by the day.
I know that look. We found our next target. Of course, we found our next target.
Look at Ralph acting like he actually know nothing after he got thoroughly schooled by this girl. Joe would be listening to smooth jazz on his way home. Come on now. No, someone's gonna hurt him. I can feel it. What happened to my smooth jazz? Now we're into angry white people music. What's happened? Swerve, Joe, swerve. Oh, God. It's Fast and the Furious. Vin Diesel is, bitch. Good man. Oh, my God. He's back. That car looked new. Wow, he got up fast from that. That was a high-impact roll. Okay, Joe. Wobbles! I just have to take a moment to admire Carlos's hair. It is so beautiful. Yes, buttons, random images.
Ew.
Yeah, is that a skin?
Perfect disguise. A disc.
I'm with you, Cisco. It's a wolf.
She has access to all of the bank's financial holdings. Oh, well, it's only several $billion.
Worst sleuth ever. Seriously, Ralph, quit. Quit immediately. No, not the creepy sounds again. I mean, yay for the actor, but
Joseph Carpet before it's too late.
Damn it! So glad it's the shoulder.
I'm gonna find Ragdoll and stop him if I have to use every last resource in Star Labs to do it.
Except the one that counts. Barry, you promised me that you would keep him safe.
I know.
I can't lose my dad.
You won't. I swear.
So infuriating. You have no idea how much I hate this. Because I love Iris and Candace. But Siri can get these hands, okay?
It even sounds like you're saying I hired someone to pop out of a box to assassinate you.
How did you know he popped out of a box?
I didn't say that Ragdoll popped out of a box.
You amateur.
You spend 80 years in Iron Heights for attempting precinct captain.
Joe, unless that was actually uploading somewhere.
Your lovely companion, Miss Horton. Even that precious little baby of yours.
Thank you. I'm like, you had to hit him at least once. At least. I would have gone for the balls, though, what little there is. Jesus, even her husband are definitely made for each other. Psychos?
What do they lie on their tax returns? They bribe their way into that yacht club?
Enough. Assume whatever you want about me, but don't do it about my payments.
This is what I want. Jerk.
They're good people.
Couldn't be. They raised you.
I didn't enjoy tricking you.
Lies. Slander.
Okay, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
So what do we do? I sent Jenna to stay with her sister Joni, so we know she's safe, and
How does Cecile not pick up on Iris or Camilla? This is really frustrating.
Couldn't help it over here, but I'm here to help keep everyone safe. You feel safe?
we're safe.
That's the way you do it. You feel safe? Great. Job done. Tick. Ew! Hi, Allegra, you're a meta. Can you do something? No, you should stand there. That's more helpful. Sound. Thank you. I'm like, can you please remember you have powers? What a pretty, like, gag she's got going on, hey? Joe, look at. So him and Ralph would actually be the best to fight each other, and yet, of course, Ralph isn't here.
Captain West, Ragdoll was here.
Yeah, I know. He took Cecile. I'm here with her now.
Thanks for all your help.
Mommy, you were stepping on my toes until we finally got in sync.
Let me do that now.
Cute.
No.
We do not have time. Follow me. On three.
This is so romantic and totally twisted at the same time. Does he even feel pain? Oh, right in the eyeball, right in the socket. That contortionist is so talented, but it's so gross.
I'm not Barry. Go. Now.
I'm not okay with this. 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 Why? Don't look at it, Joe. Pray or something. Joe just standing like a badass, like, of course I disarmed it myself, because I'm Joe MF and West. Now I need to go lay down somewhere.
Just tell Iris I love her, okay?
Real Iris isn't gonna get the message. I'm livid! But I like Joe, and he just came back, and why is he leaving again? We love you too! No, don't make me watch Joe cry. That's too much. Cecile's so tiny, look at her. Even in heels, she only comes to Grant's shoulder. Oh, what a cutie. This man only drinking like 2 teaspoons of liquor every time. Like, what's the point of even using a glass?
Threats are for real people, Eva. Not phantoms. Because that's what you are.
Is that what you think? Reach out and smack him with some phantom slaps. You're an idiot, Joe. If you really think... when a woman looks at you like that, sir, with that half smile and she just started laughing, you know you screwed up.
Carver already came after me.
And I wasn't here to protect you. Look, I'm trying to keep this family safe.
Please stop this. I'm so mad.
It's not that simple.
Yes, it is, Barry.
No, it isn't.
Stand your ground, Barry.
I'm barely hanging on.
Now we have something else in common. We both lost our parents. I hope that was worth it.
Barry, how do you know that Iris would never say this to you? She would never.
I want you to leave.
She would never kick you out.
Barry, you always do this. You always make all of these decisions, and then the rest of us have to deal with the fallout. Flashpoint.
That part's true,
Going
though.
into the speed.
You're my home.
Not anymore.
Iris would never. Barry, wake up. This is so frustrating. Come on, Barry. Iris would never, ever, ever say that to you. Ever. All right. Well, guys, that was the latest episode, or not the latest. That was So Long and Good Night, and good episode. I have to say that this season has really done a great job with storytelling. And while this season has definitely been very different on a lot of levels, I do like that the writers are really taking time to tell good character stories and not relying solely on Barry's speed and how to do the flashy animation and things like that, because that's still cool and we love that. But what keeps a show like this going at the heart of it is the character stories. And I feel like this season has really taken its time to go back to the good old fashioned telling stories about people and relationships and interactions. And that's what makes us go as humans, right? And so, yeah, this whole stuff with Mirror Iris has been so dark and twisted and frustrating in a whole new way, and I love and hate it. Obviously, as you saw me getting pretty frustrated in the episode, clearly because, well, there's a few things. Cecile, I'm really mad, just like how they've done with Barry in the past, how her metahuman ability just comes and goes when it's convenient. And I said this, I think, the first time that Cecile interacted with Mirror Iris, is that how does Cecile not pick up? Like, so many times we've seen her pick up on the strangest things. How is she not picking up that Iris is not even like, do you know what I mean? Like, there should be something. She should be picking up on the fact that Iris isn't really feeling any love, not really feeling any fear, not really feeling any actual emotion or connection, when that would have been overflowing from the real Iris. It's just strange to me that Cecile's picked up on nada. Or that goes right into, what's her name? Allegra. She's a light meta who's super powerful. And now suddenly she forgets she's a meta and all she can do is flash some light? Like, really? That's all you could have done to Ragdoll? It just bothers me how this show constantly seems to forget that people have abilities and only uses them when it's convenient. And I know it's for plot, but it's just like, it's frustrating. Coming back now to Eva and her plot, I'm a little bit 50-50 about how much I love or hate her. I hate that she's destroying Barry and Iris's marriage because it's in the way of her goal. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's not necessarily out of malice now, which it makes her a little less hateable, but the fact that she just has she just doesn't care, right? She just doesn't care how many people she's got to destroy to get to Joseph. And while her objective is what makes her like out of the completely hater zone, because she probably is the only person who could take Joseph down. But at the same time, as I said before, the fact that she's willing to just destroy Iris's life, everyone's life in the everyone else's life in the process, really doesn't make her too much better than her husband. And I think that's the whole thing. I think that was an interesting image with her looking at her husband, talking about, we both had this dream, but you're ruining you're taking my dream and ruining it. He's saying, no, I'm taking, the dream and realizing it. They really are two sides of the same coin, right? And I think that they shot that scene really brilliantly in the fact that there is this mirror in between the two of them as they both talk about having ideals for the world and the way they think it should be protected or saved. And also the fact that they think they're so different, but at the same time, like, Joseph is just openly hurting people and sending out assassins, etc. But here's Eva, who thinks she's so much better, but she's sitting here depleting the Flash, ruining his life, and then ruining this relationship between two people who did nothing to her. Not to mention with Camilla, we haven't seen anything with Camilla and Cisco at this point, but you get what I'm saying. Like, she's got Sing. We found out that she's gotten Sing now, so it's like, she's no different than Joseph. The difference is that what she's doing is far more insidious. At least what he's doing is like, in your face, I'm a dick. You know what I mean? I'm doing horrible things. But what she's doing is far more damaging. Like, even when this is over, I feel like Barry and Iris are going to still it's going to take some time to repair this. And not because, obviously, we know Iris isn't doing this at all. And I am worried, actually, that Iris is starting to make sense of this place, because maybe it's going to affect her on the outside. We'll have to see what this damage is doing, especially in that last scene. And I said this back like 4 or 5 episodes ago. What makes Siri, evil, aka Evil Iris, so dangerous is that she's taking some truth and mixing it with the manipulation. And that's why it's hitting Barry so hard. She's saying some things that are true, like when she said that Barry does go off and make unilateral decisions that have had very bad repercussions on everybody else more than once. But again, like I said, real Iris would never use Barry's like, she'd never accused Barry of not loving or caring enough about Joe or doing everything that he could to save the man that has essentially been his father. Like, that part was just, oh, it was awful. She just sprinkles enough truth in there for it to be discombobulating. And unfortunately, Barry's just got so much going on right now that he can't focus on the fact that things are off. Super frustrating to watch that part, but such good writing and such good acting on both their parts to pull it off and make it believable and just unbelievably frustrating. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching along with me. If you liked it, please click like. And if you want to see more from this geeky face, please click subscribe. Until next time, see ya.